Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Izuku was is the way big. So some people might probably already did this what if, but I'm gonna do it in my own way. So, and I'm also adding this. So I'm also adding her. So stay tuned. So. All right. So and I'm also adding zooming into this what if. So like normally do. So so in this universe, Zuko also has the power of infinity and zero. So he's basically in infinity way big. Basically infinity way big. It's a new type of way big. Even way back. Yeah. So yeah. So the let's start. Zuko and Zumi were born. Inko and Sashi never noticed. Or they didn't notice that at age of 4, or no, at age of 3, Zuko's height, like, he was bigger than them. Or, like, bigger than Zumi, or, no, Inko. And then at age of 4, they go in to get the Quark Doctor, and the Quark Doctor tells Zumi that she has a fire manipulation. Zuko has a size limiter. Basically, yeah. So, he basically explained what it is, but I'll explain it to you people that watch these videos. Was that the Zuko can control the size of others, like make them really small or really big, except it doesn't work on him. So then so at age of 15, he's bigger than Mountain Lady. So basically, that's why his parents, or he usually spends time in the water. His head's in the sand, and from a neck down, his feet almost touched the other side of a world. That's how big he is. So, and plus his parents and Zumi do notice that he's growing horns out of his head. And, like, like how female way bad. And here, let me. Okay, just like this one. Do you see that big, like big forehead guy one? The blade that will poke you in the head thing, like yeah, it's like that. But he has three, like two horns coming out of his side of his head, and one for like right in the middle, coming straight out, like how way big is. So yeah. So then, yeah, that's after like he was 15. So that's how tall he currently is. And the reason why he has that pose of like him has his face in the sand and his feet touches the other side of a world thing is that the every time he gets up, he gets like his toe, like his literal toe gets like, and you know how like you like stub your pinky toe onto like a wooden chair or anything? Well, Zuku's it's always gonna be like the buildings because how tall he is. So, yeah. So, he usually lays around and having kids just play in his hair. Because they don't mind him as he's just tired all the time. And so Zumi goes to UA. And of course Bakugo, who was like, man, how's your brother doing? He's pretty good. He's just sleeping on sand. Yeah. So then after and plus there was another girl. Oh. Yeah. That could adjust her size at will. So she's basically kind of like Mountain Lady, but her her height is way bigger than Mountain Lady's. So yeah, like 20 of them at their full size. But Zuko was way bigger than her. So, like, couple days have passed. And plus, his parents and know that it might be Phil's alone. So because he actually was in so much pain. Not because of his transformation, like his size thing. No. It's because he could not be like normal or to be in a normal house celebrating like Christmas or having someone's birthday party without scaring them. As he just lays there, here, and plus his arm could reach all the way to the USJ or not USJ, all the way to like the camp park, or no, I don't remember. All the way to USJ. Or no, not USJ. I meant stupid. Okay. So the UA Academy. He could reach all the way to UA Academy. And pull it out of the ground if he wants to. But he doesn't. Because he's laying down. He does sometimes so yeah. Because his like because when the class 1A saw how big he is, they thought it was just a forest. Just a large forest. But then when as Zumi calls out Zuku's or brother's, like she says, "Brother, wake up," as his hair shakes from left to right when he gets up, as he looks over, as most of them are scared out of their minds, except for her and Zumi, and Inko and Asashi. But most of them are like, man. As he looks down at them, as he like puts his head to actually see someone at their level. Oh, as they know, it's hard for. He sees a bunch of ants, as he's trying to like see them, as they know, and Tenya and the rest of them are like, man, I feel bad for your brother. Yeah. This is his when he was born thing. He hardly talks to anyone. He just lifts his head. And he's depressed. And she says that. And your brother's depressed of not talking to anyone cool. The only people that he talks to, Azumi says, is me and Inko and Shashi. And Yobakugo. Oh. So, yeah. So then the night came, like, after everyone left. Of course, the only person that was, like, and it was her. She was the only one that was left with Zuko. As he was about to fall asleep. But then she climbed onto his shoulder, or his arm, and walked up to Zuko's ear. As he looks over, and she says that I know how you feel. Oh, being super big, hang. As he looks at her, or he tries to. No. But she ends up using her, like, power, or to, he could see better. As she puts her hand on his face, and she tells him that she's in love with him. Izuku blushes. As he's just covers his face. And yeah. So he walks up to her, and she actually walks up to him and kisses him right on the cheek. As he's more flustered. And so then she walks away. And she says, bye-bye, hey, boyfriend, as he waves at her, bye-bye, as he goes back to sleep. But as he just is so embarrassed. So, let's do it. Times. Let's see. How much time do I have? Not bad. So, yeah. In the last couple of videos, the ones that I made, like after Christmas and the New Year thing, I'm slowly getting back into making these what ifs and cards thing. So she basically was, or let's say, or let's do a time skip. She spends more time with him to oh, so and plus she actually goes into her big form and she like gives him, or she, because her family were the different users of it, so but she ends up, they have a bunch of money and they actually gave him a drink. Because every time he rolls or he gets up, he, and yeah, it was so much pain for him. He didn't turn into that that Titan where I forget what part of that anime one where the guy literally was dragging himself. Oh, and yeah. So then he doesn't have that. It's just it's really hard for him to like, yeah, so much that he didn't even, the only thing that he was, so yeah. So yeah. Basically, time skip to All Might versus All for One. So, yeah. All Might was down, but not out. Of course, Zuko could see it from a mile away, as All for One's about to shoot a laser, and Bakugo calls out Zuko, who, as Zuko's arm, he gets lifted up as he reached all the way to where All for One is, and grabs him, picks him up, and he throws All for One, and his throwing things, he's literally threw All for One into the sun because how fast he was going. As everybody's like, man. And that's pretty powerful. That's pretty powerful, yeah. So basically, sorry, it's in my ear. So, yeah. So then All Might knows which arm is from. As Nezu walks over and tells Zuko thank you. Okay. As he nods his head as he talks in the lowest tone, like deep voice, like, "You're welcome." As All Might always asked Zumi, "Why doesn't your brother get up from, well," as Zumi says, "well, he is, every time he does get up, but every time he does, you ever stub your toe on a, like, wooden furniture or corner of a wall with your pinky toe?" Yeah. We all have done that once or twice. Well, my brother, his feet always get, like, his big toe always ends up, yeah. So Zuko ends up walking over, or no, Zumi says that. As So then the next day, she comes in, or she goes over, because she was really early. He was still sleeping. As Principal Nezu noticed that the kid didn't have breakfast for a long time. So, yeah. As he... So they decided to make him a big egg in the world. As he uses his powers, and yeah. Plus, he cracked the egg open. And when he got up from, like, he was on his knees, but his entire head went through the clouds, like, from the clouds were right at his, like, shoulders at this point. And yeah, or around his neck, or, like, and they look, as they just can't imagine him full size, like, standing up. So, yeah. So then he starts eating. And, yeah, he starts eating like normally, drinking like a drink. And he basically, yeah. Let's say he was, or of course, let's do overhaul arc. Because that is just too entertaining to see. So it was Zumi and the rest of the Class 1A. And plus, Sir Night Eyes does know that Izuku is pretty big guy. So he asks Zumi if it's okay for him to participate in this battle. Yeah. No. So then overhaul thing begins, and overhaul is about to kill Zumi as a giant sized hand comes over and grabs overhaul. Oh, and like puts him over in the prison, squeezing. Yeah. So yeah. So he becomes this, or so when he. So then after that, the asteroid, or should I say a meteor, it was about to hit Earth. Zuku, or everyone was panicking. Zuku sees this as a new play toy. As he gets up, fully stands like, yeah, he was the same size, or like, you know how the Wile E. Coyote, he like took those meds and he basically became a size of a planet. Yeah, imagine Zuko standing up. Um, um, as he grabs the meteor. Yeah, his height, how big he is he reached from the like his from his feet to his head. His feet were touching Earth and his head was touching the moon. And his arms even were touching the sun. That's how big he is. Yeah. So then, yeah. Of course, Zuko, whom awakened his own power, as he shrinks back down to human size. To see his sister without having to be like laying in space all over time. Yeah, he could still transform into that, and yeah. So then this girl right here, like, straight up asks him to go get married to her. And yeah, so they do. And then the kids they inherit the same things as what Izuku and her have. Yeah. They had a lot of kids, like thousands of kids. Yeah. So then some of them look like that, some look like that, some look like that. Some look almost similar to their mother. With like different, with green, and yeah. Some even look like that. Because they were pretty much the same size as their father when they like grow up then. So yeah. So if you guys yeah. If you guys sorry, I'm thinking. So if you guys want to see what happened after the whole like story thing, this is going to be a short version of it. So when his mother took kids to shopping before they grow too tall, and then some of them are like, man, guess the food bills will be going through the roof. As they bought like a couple groceries, because their father has the power to make other things grow. Other people grow too. So, yeah. So, like one piece of steak that could be a giant size, is one, like bigger than, and they start eating it. Yeah. So they're like, man. Yeah. So, this is the end of the What If. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and do all that stuff, please, before I lose my own loving mind. So, yeah. Do you like this What If, or do you want me to stick with the What If Beast Boy was loved or gets loved by the female way bad? Because, yeah. I'm trying to new things out. Like testing new things. So